bum 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 boom boom bum 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 boom boom bum 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 boom. Anyway, this is day 5 of the Florida holiday. Welcome to Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, and today we're going to Universal, hence why I'm doing that fanfare tune. So we're not doing the Universal Volcano Bay like what we did on Friday. We're actually going to one of the main theme parks, and we're going to Universal Studios, which is one of the main popular theme parks at the Universal Orlando Resort. And the difference with Universal Studios, with Volcano Bay, you don't get on the shuttle bus to get to the park. Instead, you go across the Skylink Walkway, which I always keep mentioning, Skylink Walkway. And I'm going to show you when we get to the Universal Studios complex. So here's the Blue Heron hotels there, the two twin buildings, and so we're on our way. So there's a HGV lorry. So we're on our way to Universal Studios, and as you know, the car parking structure at the Universal Orlando Resort is actually well themed to Universal themed characters. So that includes Jurassic Park, which is at the Universal Islands Adventure, the neighbourhood park. You've got King Kong, which used to be a ride at Universal Studios, and of course Jaws, which was a ride at Universal Studios. King Kong then got rebooted at Islands Adventure, and of course there's Cat in the Hat, which is at Islands Adventure, and there's also Spider-Man as well. So we're on our way to, and of course there's E.T. as well. So we are going to do some of the good rides at Universal Studios, with the likes of all the brilliant rides such as Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, The Simpsons movie, I'm on the bed screen. Yes, we'll be going on the Simpsons ride, Men in Black Alien Attack, possibly go on to Fast and Furious Supercharged again, which used to be the old Disaster ride, the old Disaster Studios. Also going to go on Revenge of the Mummy, the ride, the indoor dark ride, and we might go on Minion Blast, Despicable Me. So shout out to all the good YouTube viewers out there, especially Jake. I'm sure you're gonna like that Minion ride, Minion. So hopefully we'll get to see a bit of a parade over in Universal, all being well. And also we'll see the Universal themed characters from Betty Boop maybe, and Marilyn Monroe, and Scooby-Doo, where are you? So we'll be seeing them, even the Simpsons as well, and also getting a bit of a and also gonna share the reviews what has changed at Universal. Now, as you probably know, next year there's going to be a third theme park to be added to the Universal, but obviously it will not be on the same grounds as the Universal Studios and Islands Adventure and Volcano Bay. It will actually be on the Universal Boulevard, just off Sand Lake Road, which is of course going to be the Epic Universe that is set to open next year in 2025. Because I've actually discovered that weird looking theme park. I thought, hang on, what the hell is that theme park doing there? But obviously that is where the new theme park is going to be built. So we are looking forward to be doing that sometime in the future, because like I say, when you come to theme parks that are brand new, it's always best to let them settle down first, and because I know everyone will be heading for all the popular rides at the theme park when they open on a certain year. It's like handful of good rides that we are doing today at Universal Studios. And so are we going to have a good time? Yes. So let's just hit the road for Universal Studios. Here we go. Okay then guys, here we are, now arriving at the Universal Complex. So here we are at the Universal Complex, and there is the Skylink walkway which we are going to go across. So here's the welcome sign on the foyer, welcoming us here into the Universal Orlando Resort. And we're very excited to be here at the Universal Orlando. And you've got the parking marshals who are directing people to different parts of the resort. And there's the bus station, the Universal bus station, and those buses take you to different parts of the resort, like the Endless Summer Resort on the old Wet n Wild, and also to the Volcano Bay. And so here we are at Universal. So there's the centre building there, the big like portal, and that definitely reminds me a bit of the train station over at Manchester Airport. And here's the Skylink walkway. As I always keep talking about Skylink walkways, obviously with the Skylink walkway here, it's open air compared to being at Manchester, because Manchester one, it's actually covered in, and at night it's lit up in blue. So here we are, the entrance to the Universal Orlando Resort. As you can see, there's the iconic Universal logo. It's actually been uploaded. It hasn't been updated for some time. Anyway, here we are at the gate. So here's the welcome sign. Universal Orlando Resort.
Somebody's selling.
So here we are, the two unique. So here we are. As you know, the car parking structure here. There's actually two parking garages. You've got the one on the west, and then that one on the east, or maybe if that one's west and that one's east. It's a bit like the Berlin Wall. Now, the Berlin Wall was built to stop people, mixing, to stop people from the east mixing people from the west, and even knocking the wall down. So here we are, arriving here at Universal. Right, we've all been checked in now. We got the car parking arrangements, so we're heading into the parking garage. We're doing the same direction as we did for Volcano Bay, but however, I think we're going to go up onto the upper level, onto the top floor at the multi-storey. And so when you're on the rooftop car park, not only you see the Universal complex, but you also see surrounding areas like the Orlando Premium Outlets down on International Drive. You also got views of the city centre of downtown Orlando. You got International Drive, which is right here now, and as well as seeing the iconic Rotunda building. So you got the Rotunda, and we're going to go up the ramp here.
Very well.
And not only that, you also see the American National Grid, and further onwards, you probably guess what you'll see. Yes, Orlando International Airport, because obviously the International Airport is in that direction over there, so you'll get a good view of the air traffic control tower. And also, as well as that, you even get a good view of the Epic Universe, the newest theme park to the Universal complex that's set to open next year in 2025. So here we go, we're going on to the rooftop car park, and we're going to go down onto sadly we're not going on the official rooftop car park. We're actually going into this part of the parking garage. So this is the ET section in 567, but however the ET section is empty, so that's the ET section. And as you can tell with this multi-storey car park, it definitely reminds people of when coming into MCO, because obviously all the cars are all found in the parking structure. So here is there's the elevators in the ET section, 562 to 567. We are in the Cat in the Hat section, which is the orange row. And so what you do, you take the elevators, the escalators, all the stairs down to the attractions level. And so this is level 5. And here is the elevators that take you down to the attractions. So this is the ET section, because all these numbers are all under 5, and people are getting into the elevators for those people who can't manage to get down the escalators. And of course you've got, as well as on the Universal complex, you've got the Lowe's Portofino Bay, Lowe's Pacific Resort, and of course the Hard Rock Hotel. Of course we've got the Hard Rock Cafe as well. So this is the ET section, from 557 to 561. So that's great that they give them information. So we're actually going into this section of the park. So we're in the purple row. I don't mean purple rain, purple rain. We're actually in purple row. So we're in Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. So we're in the Spider-Man section, and so we're in Spider-Man section at the Universal. So what we're going to do, we're going to park up and get into, and I think we'll get, so I'll see you once we get into the parks, into the park itself. So we've just been directed by the car parking marshals, who's going to escort us into a section that will then take us into the parking deck, into the park, and then we'll crack on with the exciting video. Over there, as you can see, there's the one of the lovely hotels just by the Epic Universe theme park, and that hotel definitely reminds people of the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai, because obviously a lot of these places are inspired from other different countries across the globe. And so here we are, we're in the Spider-Man section. Okay then guys, here we are in the City Walk area at the Universal Orlando Resort, and we're on our way to Universal Studios, which is in front of me, and this is going to be a very fantastic time. So we're also going by the Universal Studios store, and of course we've got the big giant donut store as well, and also the BK Whopper Bar, Burger King, also on the top level. And we're also going to get a picture of the iconic Universal Ball. And so also you've got the NBC Grill and Brew. So here we are, just heading for the foyer of the Universal Orlando Resort, Universal Studios. And so I'll see you once we're inside the park. Alright, we're now in the park, and the first ride of the day is of course Hollywood Rip Ride Rockets, an X-Car coaster similar to G-Force that used to be at Drayton Manor theme park, and it's a Mara X-Car coaster. Wait time, so just going to check on the wait time, it's 35 minutes. So we're going to go on to Rockets, our first ride of the day. Okay then, just done Hollywood Rip Ride Rockets. It was a bit of a head-bashing ride that I've just done, but however, it's been a while since I've last been on an X-Car coaster, and since we were last here, and this is the second X-Car coaster I've been on since G-Force, what used to be at Drayton Manor in Tamworth, Staffordshire, back in the UK. And I had a bit of a selection of music, and I selected Darude Sandstorm. Now, of course, it is one of the popular dance musics that I've had on. The next ride we're going to is Revenge of the Mummy, which is the dart roller coaster. So we're going to go on a dart ride now. So there it is. There's the awesome Hollywood Rip Ride rocket. So we're now heading into New York area, not the real actual New York City. We're actually going to the set, and of course the NBC store there. The Tonight Show, Race Through New York, starring Jimmy Fallon, popular television presenter in the USA. A bit like the American version of The One Show. A little bit. The American version of The One Show. So we're now heading to Revenge of the Mummy.
Joe, over here.
No, don't worry, pretty much everybody goes through the same way. You're gonna be similar to that.
And not a quitter.
Alright then, we've just been on Gringotts and Revenge of the Mummy, and now we're going on to Men in Black Alien Attack. Unfortunately, the ride Fast and Furious Supercharged is hashtag unavailable, but we're now going on to Men in Black Alien Attack, when you have to also, at the start of the ride, go in an elevator. However, obviously I'm not allowed to do any videos because obviously restricted access, because of restricted, but however I will share the reviews, what it's like later on after the ride. Alright then, we just come off Men in Black Alien Attack, and it was a little bit different this time around. So we didn't do the simulated type of elevator to get onto the ride. We actually did the single rider and went through the corridor to get onto the ride itself. Now we're actually doing a classic here at Universal Studios, which I thought last time was going to be the last time of us riding this ride, and of course it's the ET Adventure, and this one has survived, and this one stars special celebrity Steven Spielberg. So I will show you once we get into the briefing room of Mr. Steven Spielberg himself.
I'm afraid we don't have much time, so I'm going to cut right to the...
So after that awesome ride on the ET Adventure, we are now here in Mel's Diner, which is a diner here at Universal Studios. As you can see, this is one of my favourite places of all time, and I'd go here to Mel's Diner here at Universal. It is highly recommended, but however, it's not the only place where you can grab a bite to eat. There's another burger restaurant near the Harry Potter and the Mummy, and there's also one, and there's also Krusty Burger. Having a lovely, fantastic time. Done some good rides, even Gringotts, and so it's a lovely day here at Universal Studios, and also going to have a drink of Diet Coke. So I hope that you're all keeping yourselves good, and more videos will come. So I'll see you later on. Okay then, we just done Bourne Identity, and we're just about to leave Universal Studios, and wow, what a great park it's been here today. The weather's been very kind to us, and so we're just exiting and heading over to City Walk, which is the shopping complex that is attached to the two main Universal parks. And of course, as you know, Volcano Bay is on the complex, but however, Universal Studios and Islands Adventure are the two original parks here at Universal. And of course, we've got the Epic Universities opening next year here. So big shout out to all my viewers of the channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video, a tour around Universal. And of course, we've actually added footage from last year's trip and incorporated it into this year's trip. Not last year, 2018, because we hadn't been here for like 6 years, and it's been a while since we've last been here to Orlando. And we're going to exit the park in a moment and head back onto City Walk. Now, for those people who are coming to Orlando, it doesn't matter what tour operator you come with, as long as you get the best experience. But obviously with Virgin, it is highly recommended that you do that you book with Virgin, or you can book with TUI. But however, TUI do not go into MCO, they fly into Melbourne, which is by the Kennedy Space Centre. But however, you do have Aer Lingus, Shamrock, that also come into MCO. And with TUI, for example, you may likely stay at the Endless Summer Resort on Dockside, and then you've got the good excursions from Melbourne Airport to the hotel. So we're just now heading for the exit from Universal. Alright then, this is the elevator at the Universal City Walk at the Universal Orlando Resort in Orlando, Florida, let's call it. And this is a Schindler MT elevator. Go up to P. Capacity 2,500 pounds. Not sure what P means, might be podium or plaza. Doors are going to open on that side of the elevator, on level P. Go back down to PL. This is where all the restaurants are. Go back down, and doors are going to open on that side of the elevator. There's a phone in there, but I don't think there's anything in there. So going back down to PL, I think that's Parks level, that includes Universal Studios and Islands Adventure. Here we are, PL. Wait for the doors to open, and that's it. Okay then, here we are on the Montgomery Cone Travelators at the Universal Orlando Resort, exiting to the car parking structure. So there's Universal bus station over there, so we're on the Skylink Walkway, and as you probably know, it's just like being on the Skylink Walkway over at Manchester Airport, except here it's open into the open air slightly. Oh, and here's some buses just arriving at the Universal bus station. So just gonna move along. There's the Universal bus station over there, so I'm having to talk that music out in here, because obviously I'm gonna get copyrighted for it, so talk. Anyways, Universal Bus Station 3505, just parked up on the stand. I'm just going to listen for the important message which everyone likes. And are you ready for it? Please watch your step. Here we are. Here we are. Here we go.
The moving walkway exit is approaching. Please watch your step.
Here we are. Okay, here we go towards the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man Cat in the Hat, and the ET section at the Universal Orlando parking deck. So here we go. Still having to sort the music in this area because obviously don't want to get copyright for all that. So we got to go over to the elevators that will take us up to Spider-Man level 5. So we're going up to Spider-Man level 5. Alright then, these are the elevators at the Spider-Man section at the Universal Orlando parking deck. Let's go to 5 and we're going to close the doors. And these are Montgomery elevators. And the capacity is 4,500 pounds. Good view, CCTV camera. And here we are at 5. We're on level 5. And that's it.